Today in Baldur's Gate 3, we continue Act 2. We're at the last rest inn. We have lost our honor mode run, but there's still a lot of good stuff, you know? It's like chilly today. Whew. My stomach feels a little bit weird the last couple of days. Um, so for like my brunch, second meal of the day, I just had what I know several people like having, which is I had blueberries and Greek yogurt with almond butter. Eating blueberries, eating almond milk, sorry, blah, blah, blah. Eating almond butter with yogurt makes me feel like a little baby eating baby food. But it's like pretty filling, I'll give it that. All right. Oh, I gotta do one more thing. Just lately, I'm offsetting my. I want to start early because I'm off the gym, but I can't seem to start chatting and playing TFT, like playing Baldur's Gate 3 right off the morning. So I just play like an hour and a half of like silent TFT basically. Hold on. Okay, so I've had my grapefruit and my bagel and my 2 coffees and my nicotine pouch, which is possibly a poor idea, but it's in the past now. And then also my baby food lunch. So hopefully I got a couple more hours. I feel like I need to starve myself lately. Okay, so now people wanted to talk to me. What's going on? Quartermaster. I'm poor, right? 1300?
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Alright, I can't believe that the whole Githyanki Crash thing basically went downhill because I tried to chat to summons instead of stealing the thing. But I actually think, honestly, with the way that fight went, even if I was at full, even if I was fully rested and I did that Githyanki Crash battle, there's a pretty good chance that guy one-shot me. The same way they did. That was just so crazy that that person just like killed Shadowheart instantly and everything went downhill from there. I'm still very bitter about that. Charisma, persuasion, guidance.
Cheeky. But, since you're asking,
What do you got? What did I get? A supply pack? Thank you. What else you got?
if you're alright by Jahira, you're alright by me.
Has Jahira decided that she's alright with me? What do you got, buddy? This is a crazy good arrow. Is this better? Between great swords and great axes, it doesn't really matter. The damage is lower. But does this consider the conditional damage? 2d6 plus 4 means two six-sided dice plus 4, right? So the minimum is... So the minimum would be 2 plus 4, 6. And then there's the 1d4 psychic. So this is actually considering the psychic. So if I remove 1 to 4 from that, this is actually probably a better weapon. What else you got? Greatsword. Incandescent staff. Light crossbow, light hammer, a scimitar. Oh, nice. One of the other monk stuff. I miss the monks. Barkskin armor, rare medium armor. This is quite good, right? You have the benefit of effective Barkskin increasing your armor class to 16. That's obviously insane, right? Shade Clinger. While obscured, the wearer has advantage on saving throws. There's a lot of good stuff here. Mighty Cloth. Rare clothing. This is like unbelievable for Tavern Brawlers, right? UNT scale mail. There's a lot of good stuff here. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to knock it prone. Unless they succeed at plus the shield of devotion. Wow. Alright, let's see what I can sell. Scrolls don't give me much money, right? Yeah. This is like actually arguably better than the one I'm using. 2d6 plus 3 is 2, 5, 6. This is actually a guaranteed 6, whereas that's a guaranteed 6 as well. They're about the same. Alright, well I guess I'll take that Defender Flail. There's no way she's going to use this because she has the other thing. Could this potentially be something that I could use with Warlock? Cruel Sting, Longsword. This is possibly... I can use this on... I can use this on Will, considering I'm using Hunger of Hadar a lot. This is cantrips only, so it's basically... I mean, this is good for the Booming Blade, but I think I have a lot of necklaces. Guidance, might as well keep around. Tarnished Locket. I think this is some sort of like protection from evil and good. I don't think I need that. What do I do with all these Githyanki slates? How much money do I have there? 569? An ingot. Silver goblet, silver tray. What else do y'all got? She's not gonna need this anymore. That's not bad. He's got all this other stuff. He's got all the arrows. I'll keep this dagger because it's Sibyl's, my favorite character in all these games. So not too much more here. But do I really... Am I really at the point of encumbrance? Where's the weight? I'll have to check this out afterwards. If I sell this flail... Okay, so I think maybe I'll... Should I try upgrading to this axe? When making your first attack of the round, you can reduce this weapon's enchantment by 1 to increase your armor class and saving throw bonus. I guarantee this does more damage, and it bothers... It's just like... Is this considerably better? The problem is this considers... If I look at this numbers, 2d6 is 2 plus 4, so this is actually considering... So 1 to 4 less. So this is actually... slightly less damage than the Great Axe, but is it enough to change weapons? Probably, right? It's cool. Weapon enchantment plus 4, plus 2. You can use axes, right? Yeah, doesn't matter. So, this is basically... a borderline lateral trade, but like essentially a minor upgrade at the cost of $800. So I kind of think that like grabbing some of this armor is actually better. And in order, this one and this one are quite good. This is like a bit too expensive, I think, for me now. So I think maybe armor is a bigger deal. Like, this is just a lateral... This is a... It sucks that I don't have the psychic conditional part. I do have the nice... I don't really understand what weapon enchantment means. This means +2 damage, right? +2 bonus to attack rolls and deals +2 bonus damage. That's a good combo. +2 bonus to attack rolls means more hits and more crits. But I kind of think these are better. This one for will... And this one for Asterion. But can I afford both of those? 1050. So that's 23.25. I can't afford that. I can't actually. Trident. So I can technically afford this. This would give Shadowheart a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna balance this offer for the money currently. And then I'm gonna look at, let's say...
Take care now.
Let's say technically... See, I have that flail, right? What if I give this to Will? I also want to see why am I so... Oh, I'm not actually that encumbered, right? I got rid of a lot of stuff. Okay. Why is this so bad? 1 to 8. Say I do this. Six to 13 versus 6 to 20. This is so insane.
Nothing hurts anymore.
So weapon-wise, this is all I have left. Correct? Here's the thing. I actually think the Everburn blade is still better, because if I lose the 1 to 4, that means this is 6 to 9. That means like basically the range of this is 2d6 plus 4, which is 6 to 16, right? So this is actually a worse weapon than this. That's crazy. Right? So this is 6 to 19, and this is... The maximum is 6 to 16. It's crazy. So unless you're using it with a Githyanki, this isn't worth it. So I've actually been using an inferior weapon now that I think about it. I just wanted the upgrade. Interesting. So if I sell that, I have a little more money.
Intestines throb. Blood
If you're all right by Jahira,
The Dark Urge stuff, as
you're all right
I've
by
said,
me.
is like really dropped off in terms of how much I use it. Okay. $152 for that is so brutal. So this is the higher weapon enchantment and the defensive bonuses, but actually is like still worse and has worse lore value. So there's not really any weapons that appeal to me here. So I think it's time to upgrade my armor a little bit. Unless I want to get the shield instead. You should just get purples, right? They'll be longer lasting. It's like better bang for your buck. This is good for Shadowheart, but Shadowheart having a high level mace and the shield of devotion will set her up forever. But it does mean that like, I think you probably get better bang for your buck from blues. Sorry, from armor pieces. I've been really sort of like neglecting armor to some degree.
Am I needed?
A long way to go still.
Watch your back.
He's got this nice blue one, so he doesn't need it anyway. That's actually kind of part of the argument. I either save my money and just get one of these for Will. Like, this is not very good for him. But this is. I think it's better to get the purple shield. Because Astarion's already got pretty decent light armor. Was there anything else that was good? Gloves? Not really. Alright. Alright, so Shadowheart's set up. Which is actually probably in some ways a mistake if I was going to start using Halsin. But I can move this over to her, but I don't think this... The problem is, the fault of my argument is that I probably will try to use Halsin instead of her. And there's no way this is going to help.
Where am I needed?
Or I can just give it to the main character. No, he's great weapon fighting. I could use these two. I mean, I could, yeah, great weapon fighting is a little better. He still has Hex. Interesting.
How's the barricade coming along? Sharp as ever.
The problem with Hex that I didn't realize is that this is actually, I couldn't really figure out whether it was something for me or for them. Okay, so I could have maybe made a financial error here buying that shield. What's the problem here? Alright, let's chat with everyone and see, catch up a little bit here.
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
Got it. No worries.
Shadows lurking. Light to inside. Look.
She's a little crazy. Okay. So Demon is here for me to talk to Karlach.
God's blood, this is heavy.
Go safely.
Okay.
Our asses.
Ever since Shining Force 3, I found myself very, very boring with like town. I found myself very bored with like town traversal.
Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy.
All the stuff is animating slowly.
Or whatever it is you are. I bet they're close. Watching us.
Jaheira wants to know about supplies.
But I talk to that person, right? So I guess I'll probably just generally speaking try to get to it. Watch out, guys! There's a rotten tomato in that side, in that burlap sack. It's gonna get annoying later. So what's down here?
Yeah. There's more with that.
Okay, so from here, I would like to get that. I would like to get that thing.
Can't afford to stay idle. Onward then.
I could always respec him.
Despite everything.
Be more tanky. Maybe I will when I have the druid. Great weapon fighting's pretty sick though. I don't have any two-handed weapons. You kind of want to like have a balanced team, especially in order of like. So whatever you get that's good, you can use.
Something's on my mind.
Never her.
Please, I just want to be alone.
Stop sniveling. Tell me what's wrong then.
Don't shout at me. I'm sorry. It's just cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis. Martin Dor, Roshan.
How'd you get away?
I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
You could be alive.
Do you really think so? By the gods, I hope you're right. I wish I hadn't let go of him.
You have my word. I will find him.
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me. Dennis.
Last time I played this game, I got that lantern, the moonlight lantern. Well, how do I not have it this time?
Let's have a look.
I was reading some people talking about that Karnas guy, the Drider, and they're like, I feel bad. I convinced him, maybe because of their drow. I think it's only if you're drow. But they're like, I convinced him to give me the lantern, and he ran off into the woods, into the shadow, and died. They're like, yeah, he had a tough go of it. Fair enough. A lot of Harpers here. I feel less bad about the ones dying who died. I think it was only the melee guy.
You look well equipped. Good. You wouldn't believe the state of some of these lads.
To be honest, I think the reason that... Survival check, which one? To be honest, one of the reasons I think that the battle against him went so well before is I think he was basically trapped between the hunger of Hadar and my dudes. And he just didn't seem to want to move, and he, like, maybe because I kept my guys healthy, he wouldn't, like, attack the big attacks. Where's the survival check? Why did only one person roll on the survival check? Odd.
We've shared but one victory, friend, but it will not be our last.
Is she the one who came with me? What's up, buddy?
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
Okay. This is haste, wow. 3,800. Great club. Hand axe. Two-handed halberd. Heavy crossbow, hunting short bow, longsword, short bow. What's that spell? Shadow soaked blow. This I feel like could be a goodwill weapon, right? Why is mine such high armor class? When they're both heavy armor. Interesting. I mean, some of these weapons are quite good. Like, let's say I'm Will. Something with a Shadow Blade that's just so insane. But part of that, does the Hex weapon boost the damage? This is pure psychic. It's so good. Anyway, so there's some good stuff here. Namely this bow, but I can't afford it. Alright.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Sure thing, bud.
All's well that ends. Not
Is the weird cow here? Is this where you finally fight him? Let's go inside and kind of make some progress here. Do we have spell slots? We don't really. Maybe we should rest. It's a big bear.
Is that dark more the wicked?
I watched a video today of some guy who lives in New York who has like a bear sanctuary. It's like 11 Kodiaks. It's unbelievable how big Kodiaks are.
Took half an army to drive him out. How did he end up here?
Like their heads are actually like this big. These are actually pretty accurate proportions to what these bears look like. It's so insane. Aloe oil. Comfortable red shirt. Appreciably cared for boots. Old floppy hat.
Among the cultists, Mom.
Why are these stealable? What's up, kiddo?
Check it out. We've gone legitimate and Mole.
Is this because I'm friends with him? Is that why I can just take these for myself?
What do you need?
Yours the first happy face we've seen in a while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
That's what you got. Hmm. This is good. This is also very good. How do people have money for all this? Just like stealing from everyone ever?
Pleasure doing business with
I'll
you.
take it. I wasted my last one.
Bargains right here.
Boo and friend came here. I don't think they're here now. I don't think you see Boo till Act 3.
Not another ward, I hope. I'm better at subterfuge and spellcasting than babysitting.
These guys are always dicks. Who are you babysitting?
Wouldn't I like to know? I've asked the fellow many times, but he's not in a talking mood. Judging by his uniform, he's someone of import. He was here, fresh from the shadows, when Isabel banished the curse here. Jaheira warned the others to steer clear, hence why I'm on door duty. You, on the other hand, trot on if you want. Or you could see if a friendly face would do him any good.
Who's this supposed to be?
He clearly needs help, but we're stretched thin as is. He's just inside, if you want to give him a once-over.
Better not be cursed.
A Harper's Testimony, the last stand of Ketheric Thorm, chosen of Shar. The pursuant test describes a battle between Ketheric Thorm's faithful and magical Harper forces. I do not know what magic the Dark Justiciar summoned to our plane, but if it came from the Weave, then let it be cursed for eternity. For 3 days we sieged the towers. For 3 days their dark bolts cleaved our ranks, and on the third day, as his men and women last mating fall, Ketheric entered the battle.
No traps, please.
Flow of the Kyontha. Lovely river. Okay, one other thing I want to do is I want to move all these scrolls over to Will.
The hero.
What the fuck just happened?
What's going on? More for me.
All right, buddy, how you doing? Good sweat effects.
Faniel? I know the name. Halsin spoke of him. Something about the spirit of the land.
Yeah, Halsin just told me last time I was in camp, Halsin told me about Faniel. Faniel's like the key to clearing the shadow curse on the land. Okay, which of these am I good at? I'm not very smart. I'm good at medicine. I'm not very smart. I'm not very smart. Okay, so let's go for medicine. 14. I do 14 rolls in my sleep. 50-50, baby. Maybe better. Oh yeah, not even worried at all.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached.
I'm a big buff doctor.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
You think you're mad? You think you're mad? Imagine yourself in this half-life, incapacitated, rambling, gone.
Dreaming of your past or your future.
Daniel, me, do just what we please together.
What's that sticking out of his pocket? One letter. Alright, give it a sniff here. What we got? Assignee, Art Kulag, rank Flame. To obtain information about current activities in Moonrise Towers and environments headed by Ketheric Thorm of the region's ancestral Thorm family. Take lodging in the Last Light Inn and begin investigation of the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corroboration has yet been obtained. Note, the region's Thorm family are long-standing devotees of Selûne, but rumors indicate a Sharan enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigate and report. Signed, Grand Duke Eltan. What's the House of Healing? Okay, I think that's nearby. Ooh, $3. Not bad. There's a lot of good gear here. I'll take every Dwala I can get. Destitute clothes, old floppy hat, road. I can't wear these things. Stop it. Are you good?
I need to focus on the front. Hopefully
All these elves or half-elves or whatever are always like such douchebags. They're always so angry. I think they're just like offended that they have to deal with humans. Who's this?
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed
lips
one
are
another
glistening.
at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap only for me to land them in this one.
Who's this person? Ian is old, but Death Trap is a bit much. I don't see Zevlor. Where is he?
Aye, and more than half the others.
Oh, he's the one who got captured in some underground area.
Out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute.
Mayday.
Zevlor froze. Begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... Maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
The tiefling eyes are so crazy. Have you no shame? You were tasked with protecting these people, yet you ran. Yeah, give me the class action.
I did. Maybe you'd have been the one.
Everyone
to
gets
save
bullied
us.
by a paladin because of my righteousness.
Or maybe you'd be missing, along with the rest.
How do you like that? You enjoy being bullied? I don't think you do. I'll talk to you here in a minute. Let me sniff around a little while longer. Raphael? What are you doing here, you rascal? Asterion's gonna be all about this.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't
I really don't remember what happened to this guy's eye.
Where now, Chief?
Was it always like this?
Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Say failed insight. Yeah, I'm not too bright. I have a funny feeling this is not going to work with my limited dexterity. Sorry, kid, I don't play board games. This is kind of cool, this like stadium chessboard. It's still accurate, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sorry. Versus 1, 2, 4, 5. This kid only got 5 pieces. Sorry, kid, never played it.
Guess no one's good at everything.
Cop out. Raphael's probably gonna beat him. Look at him, like look at that smug grin. Checkmate.
Hells, thought I had you.
They always do. You came close, though. All you needed was a dash more courage. You will remember that, won't you? When you consider my offer.
Do not do this. It's face paint. We're playing dress up.
Specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Who are you talking
She
about?
might have won, you know, with a little
really creepy.
push in the right direction.
Is that why you're here to play games?
To play the game. The vast
So I should have told the kid to be, you know, enterprising.
souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
You sure this is the right idea?
Proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood...
Why, because you feel better or they taste good?
Think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. My old, well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
So were you just not taking protein before, or were you just taking a different mixture? The big reason people hate what? Veggie protein mixes or just protein shakes altogether? What are you talking about, Asteria, and what scars? Let's stay off the goading him into a decision yet.
You haven't told them? And you've kept your clothes on this whole time. How unlike you.
He was pretty horny in Act 1.
Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
Did you get headaches again?
God damn it.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such
that's badass.
wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Well, now you know.
Well, they didn't make him totally naked. All I know is you have us doing odd jobs for a devil. Is this strictly true? All I know is you have us doing odd jobs for a devil.
It could be infinitely worse. We seem rather good at killing things. Let's just go. Standing here chatting gets us nowhere. Although I should probably get dressed first.
What just happened? What did we learn? Essentially nothing. Will's got opinions too?
A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Yeah, he said that about a little girl.
Raphael's
That's
angling
fucked up.
for the girl's soul.
We need to warn her away from Raphael before it's too late.
We should at least try. The girl's as bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But I think she's clever enough to flee before the jaws close around her neck. One way or another.
No,
She'll
his
see
one eye
there's no
changed after he
winning
transformed.
Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
Yeah, I love this guy's... If she's smart, she'll hear him out. For her sake, I hope you're right.
You've seen what happens when
Do you have any
a
other...
soul
Are there any
reaches for
other
freedom.
dairy products
Imagine
that
what
give you the
awful
same effects?
penance Moll would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
Okay, I feel like I should rest before I talk to Jaheira.
Trust in my gut instead of asking for help.
No cheese or anything?
Nothing personal. But Raphael's offered me a partnership.
Well, is whey
already.
protein the only thing that gives you
Seems like a
migraines?
sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
This is just a paladin line. You need to believe in yourself, Mole, not the empty promises of a fork-tongued monster. Or Raphael's a real literal devil. You and your soul are in danger. This is just a line, but maybe this is a line that helps me without having to do a roll for it. This is a good line. Believe in yourself.
Zevlor had belief. Didn't get him anywhere good.
Maybe I should have done a roll.
Raphael wasn't promising anything stupid. Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Raphael's dangerous, Mole. What did he really offer you? 20 roll. So 5. So I have a 6 to 9 chance. So this is somewhere between a... I have a less than... I have between a half and a... Not good. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Less than half. Boom. Come on, kiddo, be smart.
What I said! That he'd get me and my gang safely to Baldur's Gate. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild.
Trust me, it might sound good, but it's not worth it. This will never work against a little kid.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
You can
Can't do
what
anything.
you want, go where you want. My kids need protecting, and I'm gonna protect.
She's like a 12-year-old mother.
Look,
My kids need baby food.
but after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight.
I think he got captured.
I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's. And not
Everyone's got to learn to make their own mistakes. Unfortunately, this is Raphael.
I need a quick word.
Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
Okay, so like what are the 4 proteins? So it's probably P is one of them. What are the other ones? I can't think of any offhand.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Roland's here, yuck. Pea, hemp, rice, and pumpkin. Right, hemp and rice. Those are the ones I forgot about.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Tahira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jahira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists.
You did?
I did.
Did he really? Want to talk with Jassars instead of drowning them? What am I? Is it marine or bovine collagen? I think marine collagen is also from sea creatures. I don't think it's from like seaweed or kelp or anything. I don't actually know. Pea and hemp shouldn't be combined because they're low in certain proteins. Why would there be collagen in shells? Kid's right, you need to lay off the liquor. Okay, let him get drunk. This guy sucks.
Oh, it's you.
Might as well say it
I
sarcastically.
recognize that self-righteous tone anywhere. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this
Why is his tongue like golden? Look, I just want to get out of this cursed hellhole.
That's all I wanted, back at the Grove. But you had other ideas.
It's your life, man. Coward, blaming me for your decisions.
By your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're
Shrimp shells? Yeah, maybe. I was thinking like mollusks and stuff. Yeah. Where are they?
dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken.
I wonder if this guy has a heroic arc. If they're alive, I'll rescue them.
They're my responsibility.
Then you're drinking, you pussy.
You go save the world. Or your own ass. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Will you? Will you, though? I'll take that. 40 bucks adds up. Emerald ring? Hell yes. Rotten tomato? No thanks.
What's that?
Snowburst ring. When the wearer deals cold damage, they also create a 4.5 meter circle of ice around the targets. Scribbled note. How much longer must our language here? I'd hoped to be in Baldur's Gate a 10-day ago, but that blasted toll house keeper won't accept my papers. When father hears about this, he'll be furious. There's something odd about this village. People skulk around like they've been something to hide. The shrines to the Moon Maiden seem ill to head in a bear. I hope to learn more about Ketherick Thorm, the village's leader, but talk of him seems to put people on edge. I'm not sure I can bear another hour in this loathsome place. Let me just take that ring. Yoink. Isn't there like a weird kitty cat around here? I think I saw it before. What's my daily protein intake? I don't know. I don't really like weigh things or like try it. Anything over here? Random chimney? What's going on? Why am I up here? There you go. Okay, I think I'm gonna long rest before I talk to Jaheira. Why is Lae'zel there? Okay, talk to Halsin. There we go.
You wish to speak?
There's a flaming fist at last light. The curse has left him insensible, but he's muttering about a boy named Thaniel.
Yes. Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Okay, so he's gone. Got it. We all good here, bros? I haven't had like a... Dark Urge moment in a while. What's this? The concentrate blast. Yeah.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like
What's going on here?
two souls walking the same path. Every step we walk trails blood. Killing is an instinct for us. I respect you for that. I would keep the murders in our own camp to a minimum, but otherwise, we're very much on the same page.
What are you getting at?
I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
It sounds like fun until we all turn into mind flayers.
That's just the thing. If we control
This is ambitious.
the parasites, then we can order them not to change us. All the power, with none of the tentacles. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity before us. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe and enjoy a little world domination on the side. You can't tell me that doesn't sound fun.
I'll consider it. If I go Oathbreaker, maybe you and I will go on a rampage.
It's not often the universe hands you something like this.
I'm leaving the option open.
We'd be fools to squander it. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this.
I need to find a way to go through the Shadow Curse areas more easily than just like the shiny mace around Shadowheart, which is really annoying. Okay. Alright, good chat.
Thoughts are back on the
Here we go.
twisted Scaleritas and his honeyed words of violence.
You called for me, my lord?
Can you read my thoughts?
I don't need to. They are all the same.
Look at this guy's
There is
skin.
but one thing on your mind, and it won't go away. until your thirsty urge is sated.
Can't we turn it towards something positive?
Come here, for I wish to bring you another powerful tithe. But I cannot grant you this prize quite yet.
This is so cool.
You must do something divinely unspeakable first.
Haven't I done enough killing already?
You are such an eloquent and well-mannered master. I'm sure you will breeze through these trivial little exams with
Is this a murder
great
questline?
distinction. You will receive a royal prize for killing this pretty girl.
Oh, I see.
Isabel, the cleric with the sweetest
That's the
face
Dark
of
Urge
them
guy.
all. She is too precious to live.
What has she done to deserve such a fate?
Why? The greatest crime
This is
of
hard
them
for my.
all.
This is hard for my oath. My paladin oath. I won't let myself touch another innocent.
Oh, master, consider the tiny mishap with the bard you had the last time we met. Your unconscious clever mind hungers for extreme
That's true.
violence. Who knows who you might kill next if you do not satisfy your urge. Be true to yourself, my lord.
He puts bounties on random people? That's so funny. I can't murder innocents. It's against my vengeance vows. But we'll see. I'll try to navigate these things as best I can. Did we sleep? Is it morning? Okay, she has 5 level 1 slots. That's so crazy.
Wretched thing.
Okay, make your stupid weapon again. One to 8 is so garbage. Alright. Will does... Yeah, Will's pretty good. The Warlocks are... Warlocks are narrow in some ways. His, like, per hit damage when he hits is actually higher than the heroes, because the hero is, like, multiple instances of damage. So he hits quite hard. And this spell, a black sphere that damages people at the front, the start and end of their turn, blinds them and keeps them in it, was, like, a huge critical clutch for me fighting that, like, dark elf spider thing who was an insanely hard fight. He has some really good spells. He's a little, like Shadowheart is, like, here. She helps everyone. She does almost no damage. The Paladin is, like, here. He mostly does damage, but he's a lot of helpful things. He's mostly just, like, a little narrow. But he's very effective. He's a lot of good spells now. I have a very melee-heavy party. Alright, so we're all ready here. I'll do my short rest, and let's talk to Jaheira.
Still in control.
Around level 5, when he gets 2 attacks per turn, and then level 6, where whenever you kill someone that he damaged, you can summon, like, a zombie from them. I haven't even really used that yet, but that's when he really turned around. Level 1 to 4, he was, like, pretty ineffective.
I want to have a word.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
This is the Druid chapter.
To your very good health.
The other good thing about him being a Hexblade Warlock is he gets medium armor that way.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is
You
said to
tricky
elicit
lady.
the truth. Jaheira smiles at you, knowing.
You want some sodium pentothal in your wine?
Spoil the taste if that's what you're wondering.
Why would you do that? This is pointless. Unless you've committed a grievous sin, I'm no threat to you.
A noble proclamation. It must have made you quite thirsty.
Fine, I don't care.
Bottoms up.
Everyone disapprove is fair.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though.
What have I got myself
tend to
into?
lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Maybe I shouldn't have told him this because of my dark urge.
Parasite is changing you, isn't it?
Holy Lance Helm? Saving throw. Cloud your thoughts with your madness. Weave a lie. Drink the wine, then start lying to make it so it's harder on yourself. It's an easy one. Oh, I have this aura now. Damn, we got a lot going on here. Constitution saving throws? Why am I doing this? I have no idea what's going on here.
Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious.
I forgot to use my oath.
I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Who is he?
General Gadrick Thorn. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Gadrick Thorn...
Is he like a magical barbarian? No, not really.
He's no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here. Commanding
I'll explain in a
an army
sec.
of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope.
She's
You
yappy.
are that hope.
The thing with barbarians is that they're like unstoppable. What they do is very, very simple. Like their mobility and strength is incredibly high, and like the amount of attacks per turn is like monstrous. He is high damage, but he still relies on his magic, and he doesn't have the same sort of like, he doesn't have the same sort of berserker qualities to him. So he's mostly sort of like a classic sort of like melee. He's like a melee. What's a non-boring way to put it? He's like, I don't know, like a melee caster in a way, but in like a damage focused way. Warlocks are very, I think warlocks generally speaking are very damage focused. Like health, they get a lot of temporary health, they do a lot of damage, but like there's not a lot of subtlety to it. Okay, I gotta make a coffee. I got up at like 5:15 this morning. I'm exhausted. Fucking cat just ruining my life. I'll be right back. All right. What was I doing? Talking to Jahiro, right? What do you have in mind?
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul.
I think it's a bit late for that.
Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Gadrick is without his shield, The sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
I think considering the general theme of this act, as well as the amount of equipment that I've dedicated to Shadowheart lately, I think I'll probably change to the Druid in Act 3, and probably use the Cleric for the rest of this act with the Paladin. His days are numbered, I'll make sure of it.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too.
Well, I did lie to you.
Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Gatheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The tower surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Seluna, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Okay, how many inspiration points do I have now? The urge, kill that sweet cleric. Tell Halsam about Alt Kula. Talk to Damon. Quartermaster Tali. Okay. On the greater healing potion. Okay. Who's yelling at me? Let's go upstairs. Actually, I'll deal with the Halson thing first.
Listen.
It's crazy that my old sword is still better.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Daniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Daniel.
Any ideas?
If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't deserve you, my friend.
Alright, simmer down. The main... I don't remember the other main shifts I made in my party composition in Act 3 of the previous playthrough, besides changing monk spec. Gale always stayed evocation. I have no real impressions of Gale being, like, super insanely good. There's so many spells, it might have been just a little bit too much information. Karlach was good the entire game, but continued to, like, hard carry through Act 3. The whole game, basically. And Shadowheart was, like, all utility and support. So basically just turned into the Monk and Karlach show. And I guess Gale was a nice combination to have, like, range damage in the background. I just don't remember, like, having much of, like, I just don't remember having much of, like, a feel for him. Just want to clean some of these cobwebs up. Every 3 rotations. Oh, nice eye makeup.
We'll keep the watch.
I like these Harpers. Okay, so the Dark Urge wants me to kill her, but I can't see that really happening. But there might be some sort of, like... There might be some sort of, like, roll for, like, don't murder that's gonna, like, get me out of this game, but we'll see. Hold on. I have an oath. Aura protection, already active. You and nearby allies gain a +2 bonus to saving throws. This is another thing that I probably could have used to help that barbarian, that have helped that Githyanki Christ fight that ruined my honor run. I am so sad still. Okay, this is where Isabella is.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
You were something else out in the shadows. Won't forget it.
Oh, this guy survived. This is the guy who's throwing fire cantrips for 6 damage every turn.
Seems that way.
All right, Isabel. I think this is where we get jumped. Is there any sort of new gear or new things I've gotten which I can make sure I'm ready for this next fight? This is suspicious poison. I just need to drop.
Played at the ready. At least things have stayed interesting.
Keep it together.
Last night's best bargain.
All right, team.
Right here.
The other side. She has nice gear in here, right? Teal slimfoot outfit, mellow black shirt, swarthy wayfarer in blue, breezy sandals. Oh yeah. All right. I like who is weak gear. Will's earthly garb.
Well, hello.
Astarion's eccentric clothes. I have $1,400 of items in here. What?
I wonder what the next move is.
Defender of the people.
Careful, I bite.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. No one's stopped me yet.
No. Why is this called a mellow black shirt when it's blue? Not the best outfit ever. The other one's more masculine. It kind of looks like Randall Thor. Swarthy wayfarer in blue. It's better. Teal slimfoot outfit.
Defender of
All right,
the
Will,
people.
what do you got? This outfit looks terrible. Right.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Minthara's at ease closed.
What's next?
What does she look with this? Drop the shield. I can't see anything.
There's no time to waste.
Damn. A little sexier. I like that.
Everything is clear. The pride of the gate. Let's get going.
Okay, you can wear Shadowheart's clothes. You guys are buddies, right?
Sharp as it.
Have a gander.
There's no plunging neckline when he wears it.
What's next?
Never a dull moment.
She mind that I've rifled through her room? Cellunite robe. Alright, you just keep an eye on that Shadowheart.
They should all be running.
This is a cool part, I remember this. A milk bowl. My kind of girl.
What's up for discussion?
Florence Pugh could play her in the Baldur's Gate 3 movie. Where are my camp clothes?
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
The urge deep within tingles.
Fuck.
This is the one the butler commanded you to kill. You choke down the obscene thoughts racking your body with a shiver.
I like that. And you, I've heard you're the protector of this inn, the banisher of shadows.
Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one.
It'd be cool if she's a usable character. You could use her and Shadowheart.
Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse.
Good.
Which will get you closer to the towers.
So I can roam
It
now.
won't be enough to protect you against the areas of utter darkness, though, where the curse is strongest. This lantern should, though.
Anything else I should know before heading off?
Ketherick is a
Shadowheart used this weapon before, but I didn't have the mace last
You have
time.
something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
She gets attacked here.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherick himself.
Isabel, do you know this man? That's a dumb question. I already know who it is. What are you?
True soul,
My instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick alive.
Touch her and I'll kill you. Or do I probe his thoughts for more information? Easy one. I'm gonna fail this one. I knew it.
The man's mind burns with empty ecstasy.
Doesn't matter.
Utterly enslaved by the absolute. You can sense nothing else.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Marcus is trying to kidnap you, Isabel. We're gonna need to fight our way out of this one.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
A good proper melee. He's got a club.
Dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Whoa.
Come along, Isabel.
What does that do?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Can't give up.
No holding back.
Battle favors the fearless.
So he AoE'd all of us. There's no one else here, but there's creatures everywhere. So whose turn is it?
Forever dauntless. Forever dauntless.
To focus.
I wonder if I Hunger of Hadar the doorway. It's gonna stop us from getting out of here. There's a guy in the background though. Should I duel him? I think you deal with this guy. Does he have a legendary action?
Would you help me? Set me free.
Problem with this is that it's a level 1 slot. I only have 2. So I'm gonna do anything. It's probably better to use like Mirror Image or Vampiric Touch or something. He just doesn't have very many spell slots. The Winged Horrors are very weak. Oh, I have 2 channel divinity slots now. I could have used one there. I'm gonna maybe do a... Should I do an AoE here? The problem is it's a level 3 action. But we do need the healing. This keeps us... This gives everyone bless. I should have done it first, actually. Whatever. You're gonna kill a lot of people if we don't do anything.
Won't you help me? Set me free.
44. Holy shit, Asterion. Oof. These are fiends.
You'll make excellent.
Jaheira's level 8. Interesting. Undead. Let's finish this guy off. Two turns of advantage on attack rolls against celestial fiends and undead. Let's do it. This is just a bonus action. Can I get a cleave on him? I don't know if I can get a cleave on these guys. It's gonna be hard to get the angle to see this. I think this is the best way to get the angle. It's not gonna hit her, is it? This hits both of them but not her. Perfect. How much does that do? 11 to both? Okay, that's fine. What did that do? Devour soul? Oh, that follows up my attacks? That's so sick. Okay, let's go inside and start to help. These I can do turn undead on these guys. Can I reach this guy? Yeah. What's my play here? Spirit Guardians. Radiant. The spell's so good, I think. Should I use Sanctuary on Isabel? I think so. We're at the beginning of the turn order. This might save her from attacker 2. Murdering a cat? What are you doing? Okay. Why do I have advantage on one but not the other? I don't understand. Okay, she's still sanctuaried, right? Yeah, nice play. Ow.
Light on my feet.
can't Misty Step anywhere useful. Do I have any movement left? No.
Fleet of foot.
Talk to me. On I go.
It's hard to get downstairs. It's far. Could have jumped down if I stayed a bit longer. The girl's really tiny. I could protect her. Saloon's not really in trouble right now. I have a funny feeling you're not going to kill Jaheira.
Let's move. Best be on my way.
Look at that range. Holy shit. That thing like teleports to... I'm not sure the deal with those things. Should use Hex on myself. Oh well.
Can't afford to let up.
Damn. Just jump down like some heroes. I like that. Oh, that was sick. She succeeded the... She didn't take the falling damage. Oh, that was actually super cool. And she killed them with the AoE. That was actually so fucking sick. Don't kill that Harper. There you go. That's a shame. Oh, boy, do you feel stupid. Only one more? That was so fun. Oh my god.
It might be useful.
Alright. Not bad. We lost Mold though. I can take these things now. The boy's gone.
My faith protects me.
Wits and blades always sharp.
I like Guiding Bolt a lot. I wouldn't mind a couple more spell slots. Beacon of Hope I haven't really been using. But it's very good for when I need to be defensive. Watched The Truman Show again last night. Still a great movie. It is one of the best movies of the 1990s. I think, like, unequivocally, it's so good. That and, like, Pulp Fiction. Maybe Schindler's List. Maybe a Paul Thomas Anderson movie like Magnolia. Maybe. But Magnolia is kind of, like, more of an acquired taste. Those are, like, for sure some of the best movies in the 90s. And also, like, so incredible at, like, predicting where we are now. You know what I mean? That's why it's so special. I'm gonna drop Calm Emotions and take Speak with the Dead. No, I don't need to do that. I can't talk to the horse. I can't talk to the stupid thing. Bestow Curse seems good, but kind of like too annoying. Remove Curse. Calm Emotions. So none of those level 2 spells like really do it for me. Hold Person obviously is amazing. I can always use a Revivify to revive a companion if I need. This is not bad. It's a bonus action. It's just not really like what she needs to. Damage is not really her thing. I guess I'll go back to Calm Emotions.
Let's move.
What other movies have you watched lately? I've been kind of low on watching movies. It's been kind of hard to coordinate with the woman to watch stuff in the evening. It's always, we feel like I never really have enough time. Okay, I'm gonna go loot Marcus. Jaheira's up here. I'm gonna talk to the kids first.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
You say put. I'll bring Mole home.
It's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
The other day, out of idle curiosity, I looked through the entire selection. It's probably different for America than Canada, but I looked through the entire selection of Westerns that are available on Amazon, and it was a lot. It was like 200 movies. None of them were, like, very few of them were, like, real classics, but some of them had, like, Robert Mitchum and stuff like this, but, like, mostly they're, like, I think most of what's Amazon is what they got from buying MGM, but MGM was a huge company in, like, the 30s through 50s, so, I don't know. It was, like, a lot of, like, C-grade movies for sure, B-grade movies, yeah.
We need Mole. Please, get her back.
No problem, kiddo. Innkeeper's Lockbox.
Patrols report more activity among the cultists, Mum. Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Why is Fist Marcus unlootable? Huh?
On my way.
But the thing is, like, the one thing that movies don't do to the same degree anymore is, like, I could watch basically any like mystery thriller or like western ever that was made in like the 40s through the 70s, because all of them are like, everyone knew how to make genre movies, and genre movies are easy and like fun to watch like over time, you know what I mean?
Isabel, are you all right? I'm fine.
But there's so many amazing westerns. Yeah, that's one of the best movies ever. I love that you've seen that.
And that was no random attack.
I think that's literally one of the best American movies of all time.
How important you are, but they don't know
Yeah.
about you. Kedrick will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
The director of Night of the Hunter was Charles Laughton. Charles Laughton was in Mutiny and the Bounty and a lot of other things. He was like a amazing villain British stage actor. And I think Night of the Hunter, I believe, was the only movie he ever directed. And it is like one of the greatest movies ever. So crazy. Another really great, there's a lot of really great Robert Mitchum movies. I really like Out of the Past. Yeah, good memory. I really like Out of the Past, which is like a Jacques Tourneur sort of film noir. Film noir is also up there with westerns for like, I could watch every single one ever. Robert Mitchum also did a movie where he played a washed up rodeo cowboy. I think it's called The Lonely Men or The Lonely Something or something. It was directed by Nicholas Ray. And that's also like an all-time classic. Marcus told me Ketherick wanted you captured, not killed. Why?
Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of...
Charles Laughton's wife was the woman who played the Bride of Frankenstein.
I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too.
Elsa Lanchester, I think her name was. Charles Laughton was also gay.
I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to.
Which is interesting for a man who was married for decades. Once I take Heather's head, you'll be safe again.
No mercy. For
Proper
Ketherick,
paladin
I have
stuff.
none on you. End this.
When I was like my 20s, just finished college, I like was taking film studies classes. And from the age of like 21 to 27 was like completely all in, and like it's probably like my favorite time in life, honestly. Like got everything and like learned so much. But it's funny, like over time as I've like been into other things, like I think at some level most of that movie knowledge is like still in my head, but it's like latent, you know what I mean? It's like in a back archive that's sometimes kind of like hard to summon to mind, but it's all still there. Like I remember back when like Elon Musk was doing like a Reddit AMA like 10 years ago, back when like he was still favored among left-wing people, Reddit type people. And they're like, you know so much about so many different things. How do you like, is it hard to remember as much about cars as you do about rockets, etc.? He's like, it's really hard to like shift gears. You know what I mean? I like when the guys that get typecast as good guys play villains. I have a book. I'm going to get it. Hold on. I'll be right back. If you ever like reading like film criticism or like reading about movies, this is like the ultimate greatest book ever, I think. It's called The New Biographical Dictionary of Film by David Thompson, a guy whose jacket quote to me he wrote when I met him. I got tattooed on my leg. Anyway, he says something about Robert Mitchum which is really good. It's the same thing he kind of says about Cary Grant, where he's like how little you can read of Robert Mitchum's face is actually such a strength of his, because he's not like overacting and over emoting. I'll read the first 2 paragraphs of like his Robert Mitchum article. He says, dialogue from Jacques Tourneur's Out of the Past, 1947. A taxi driver to Private Eye Mitchum. You look like you're in trouble. Why? Because you don't look like it. This is the man mocked throughout his career for listlessness, inertia, hooded eyes, and a lack of interest. It is a well-worked argument. Words like beefcake tough and laconic hang from it, as well as the 1948 jail sentence for possessing marijuana, a variety of publicized scuffles, and his candid unhappiness marooned in the Dingle Peninsula with David Lean's lush and slow Ryan's daughter. How can I offer this hunk as one of the best actors in the movies? Start by referring back to that dialogue. It touches the intriguing ambiguity in Robert Mitchum's work, the idea of a man thinking and feeling beneath a calm exterior that there is no need to put acting on the surface. This is like one of the key sentences in the entire book for me to make me kind of like understand what's great about movies that you can't put in like theaters or novels. And for a big man, he's immensely agile, capable of unsmiling humor, menace, stoicism, above all, of watching other people as though he were waiting to make up his mind. Of course, Mitchum has been in bad films when he slips into the weariness of someone who has read the script but hopes it may be rewritten. But since the war, no American actor has made more first-class films in so many different moods. It's so good, yeah. This guy's a genius. David Thompson. He's British. He moved to America like the 70s, 60s, and he's like been here ever since. He's like the greatest living film critic for sure. He's still maybe working a little bit. But that aspect of Robert Mitchum is what makes him so great as the villain, because it's the same blankness and like menace without overacting. Even though Night of the Hunter, sometimes he is like quite like explosive. I love Robert Mitchum. Okay, here's the problem. I don't know why I can't loot this guy. This must be some sort of mistake.
What happened to you?
Keep your distance, darling.
Ooh. Okay, he's encumbered. Wow, he has such light range. Okay, what do you have that's causing him? Probably all these arrows, right? Great club, give to him. He should no longer be encumbered. Yeah. Ring. Invisibility and blur. That's so insane. It's either him or Will, but I think his rings are better. What does blur do again? Attackers have a disadvantage on attack rolls against you. This is so good. I mean, using both of these as full actions for him is not great, but it's better than...
Sharp as ever.
He already... I mean, I could probably give it to... Maybe I'll give it to Will. I know, this is pretty crafty. I'll give it to him. It's fine. It might be good for Will, too, because colors play so useless. And I got a nice parasite there.
Someone there.
Asterion, do you want to use one? I'm surprised I can't open up these new ones yet. I have to... Clearly, it seems like I need to open up one of these. But none of these are good. I don't want to use any of these.
Still alive. So that's progress.
When an enemy within 9 meters casts a spell, you can use your reaction to inflict psychic damage to the caster per the spell's level. Quite good. This is like the Mind Flayer skill tree. I think the more you use of these, the more you get closer to transforming into a Mind Flayer. So it gives your character additional elements of like mind powers and like psychic damage. But I think as you get deeper into it, you get into progressively more trouble. This is good. When you bring this, but this also might hurt your own guys. All nearby creatures take psychic damage. This one's good.
Keep a blade close.
What happened to you?
This says here, you must be concentrating on another spell to cast this. If the target was concentrating, you heal as much as the damage that was dealt to it. But the problem is this doesn't say that it breaks your concentration. It doesn't say that till you actually get the spell. A lot of these are good. I should be using them. I don't like this thing. It's good for the main... It's good for Asterion, but I just don't like where this is going. This is like the main character should use this one to charge forward. Use these things. We'll see. I'll look into this later. I want to read the whole skill tree. I'm reading a bunch of Raymond Chandler books right now. I got 4 books in one. And one of them is called The Long Goodbye, which is like one of the most famous Raymond Chandler, Philip Marlowe books / movies. Long Goodbye, I think got made into the 70s movie with Elliot Gould. And it probably got made as a 40s movie or a 50s movie, probably with Humphrey Bogart, but I don't actually remember. But I do know it was a really good... there was like a 70s one by Robert Altman, I believe, where they had kind of like a stone, sort of like hippie Philip Marlowe.
All is ash and
I talked to her again. One thing I've been meaning to do...
Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers.
One thing I've been meaning to do is, like, I'm so annoyed by, like, streaming services and all these things, and I used to watch so many good movies that I don't watch anymore, and, like, Netflix isn't going to offer them, and Amazon Prime's not going to offer them, etc. One thing I've been meaning to do, I downloaded the app, but I haven't got the subscription yet, is to maybe just get a subscription to their Criterion collection. Back when people still rented DVDs, like when I lived in Toronto, there's a lot of places that had really good Criterion collections, and, like, that's still essentially my favorite kind of movies to watch. I might do it. If I'm going to do anything, I might as well do that. Jeez, this first place that has actually good clothing. I think it's worth it. It just interests me a lot.
Light on my feet.
And I think if I'm going to get any sort of service, it'd be that one. But I don't know. I don't watch many movies lately. My evenings are so fucked up. Like, for me, I don't like really stream. I don't really like streaming in the morning, but like when I finish at 5 or 6, I feel like I still got juice left in me. But I still need to like have evenings with the person I live with. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like streaming for a hobby. Like, how hardcore am I going to be about it? Unless I actually make money, which doesn't really seem to be happening to any sort of appreciable degree. But like, I would just spend my entire life like getting up in the morning, doing something physical in the morning, and then streaming literally all day, and then watching a movie every night. And I would be happy for life, basically, as long as I could find a way to sustain it. But we all have like ways we'd like to live that we can't, at least right now. But maybe if I turn into film criticism and like cooking videos, something like that, I could pay for myself. I don't know. Some point I guess I'm probably gonna do something different than I'm doing now. By November this year, it'll be 3 years streaming. And it makes me perfectly happy, but like, I mean, it makes me relatively happy, but like, I don't know. You eventually want to build something more than this. Okay, so we're done here.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too,
We were all caught off guard. I assume you have some payback in mind?
You know me already. But you'll have the honor of making up for my blunder here. I trust that you will.
I want to ask you about something. Hold on. What am I going to ask her about?
Then speak.
How did the Harpers first learn of the Absolute?
The same way hoppers learn of anything. Poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. Latest fad among the city's bored nobility, I thought. Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms.
That's so funny. I drank sodium pentothal wine and then just lied to her.
My own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers.
I've heard your name before. Where?
Some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard.
You watching the Office clips? The British one or the American one? I feel your pain. My companion Volo is loose with the truth too.
Volo Thampgedarn? Oh, that old fraud should be dust a century past.
Yeah, what's the deal with him?
But then, lies live forever. And he's half made of this stuff.
Yeah. The British, I didn't watch that much of the American Office, but to some degree everyone has because it was always on so much. But one time over the course of like a weekend or a couple of days, I did watch the entire British Office, and I was like, partially probably because I was sleep deprived, because I stayed up all night doing it, but I was like crying by the end of it. The ending of it was like one of the best like will they won't they romance things ever, and I was just like so touched by it. The last Seinfeld episode I watched was The Contest. One thing I also been thinking, which is still probably like one of the best, if not the best Seinfeld episode, and also something that really struck me is season 4 is like one of the first good seasons of the show, and it's like a season with like a full consistent storyline, like Susan, the NBC show, all these things. I was surprised it was so early into the series that they did all that, but like there's a whole story throughout the entire thing. There's a funny moment where like Susan breaks up with him, and she's like, yeah, they were good for each other. And then Jerry says, oh, yeah, they were good for each other. She's like, yeah, she's only been thrown up on, had her father's cabin burned to the ground, and discovered her father was gay, all in the course of meeting George, I'm sure, and got fired from her network executive job. But yeah, they are totally good for each other. I was like, that is an amazing line. And one of those moments where it touches on the thing which is kind of the weakest part of the show to some degree, which is when they overly focus on like the bad karma of these guys. Those are kind of the things that almost, I think, more than just the absolute literal ending moment of the final episode, kind of I think what the failure of Seinfeld's finale was, and sometimes the weakest part of the show, is when they sort of lean in too much on how these guys are actually kind of bad guys. Because that takes away from like that 90s blasé element of it, where you have to not care about the, that's a shame quality of the show. But it's a good one. And like Elaine is finally turning into like proper modern Elaine, who's like cold and heartless. It's so fun. So which was it?
There are as many versions of a tale as there are people to tell it. Let that satisfy you. And anyway, the heroics of old have done seemingly little to safeguard the present. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
So why is Volo still alive? Stirring words. That how you inspire your harpers?
No need of that. Every harper is a bard unto themselves, I'm afraid. Help me root out this cult, and they can spin stories about you for a change.
Okay. So I covered most of the stuff here. So now I should be fine. Did I make much more money? No, we're still pretty poor. So now it's time to go back. Talk to the quartermaster again. I haven't gone down here. Over time, I've liked the music more and more in this game. The first time I played this game, I thought the music was good, but it was too subtle and I never really noticed it. But the music is fucking sick. There's a spider on my wall. I love spiders.
An honor to battle at your side. Jaheira is right to trust in you.
That's one of the main character faces you could use.
I thought we were safe here.
Good old dwarves.
Fool me.
Watch our back, and we'll watch yours.
We need to end this quickly, before the shadows break through again.
Okay, so not really much more to do here. So it's time to start exploring the map.
That took the edge off.
I want to get some of these armor pieces.
Sold a pair of boots to that traitor.
Who's the traitor? Who are we talking about? Marcus, right? This axe is literally worse than my current axe in most ways. So really, still, I really just want to get... I would like this on Will. Can't afford it, though.
Take care now.
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
Okay, time to start exploring the map. Okay, so from here, we want to go north first, because southwest is where we want to go. So turn left, go up this way. I think this is where you find Thaniel.
She was never fun. All I wanted was to play.
There's a fight here.
Always room for more.
I don't have a Asterion slept here, which is not great. I have to pee.
Boo! I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me?
In a moment, maybe. Have you seen other little boy? His name is Thaniel.
I don't know anyone called that. Don't ask me again. Now play with me.
Don't you have anyone else to play with?
I have a mummy, a daddy, and a doggy.
Mummy?
Back in a while, but you're here now, and I want to play.
What are your parents' names? Maybe I can find them.
They don't need names. They just need to be mummy and daddy and do what I want. Now play with me, or they'll be angry with you.
Have you seen another little boy around here? He's called Thaniel. He's very special. He's gonna get angry if you do that. You want to play? Fine.
All right. I'll hide, and you seek. Find me, and you win.
All right.
Get ready, and no cheating.
I gotta lead with. Yeah. Yeah. Especially the one who seems to have a cranky nature to him. Okay, it's time for you to use guidance. Do you want to play? What is floating above me? Why is my crossbow floating in the air above me? It's creepy.
You weren't supposed to find me. You weren't supposed to win.
Okay, simmer down. Let's play again.
Good idea. You're smarter than some playmates I've had. They always tried to leave before I was done with them. Try to find me again, but my family will be looking for you at the same time, so don't get caught.
Oh, I should do just Asterion maybe. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Where was I? Okay, so
I'm ready.
I don't think I need to do that. Anyway, so
I'm just waiting.
I gotta cover as much ground as I can. Can I see him?
Let's have a rummage. Not a sound.
They're pretty strong, level 7.
Don't mind me. On my way.
Shh. Let's go this way.
Cloak and dagger. My favorite.
If she was still an illusion cleric, I'd have some extra bonuses to stealth checks here. It's close. She's tiptoeing around. Those are very, very intricate movements you just did there. Asterion still has invisibility. I can use that as well. He has long range. Who's over there? Legendary action, Vengeful Playmate. What does that mean? Once per round, when one of Oliver's summoned shadows is destroyed, he can immediately envelop the nearby area in the wasting quiet. Oh god. Any creatures within this miasma of childlike terror are silenced and take 3 to 4 necrotic damage every time they take their turn inside. Okay.
Something smells tasty.
Can one of these guys find him?
Can't afford to stay idle. No time to dally.
What is this?
Stepping softly.
Out of sight, out of mind.
What is this? When does this count?
Careful.
What has happened?
Keep your blade close. The softest touch. Have to keep going.
In the shadows.
I have to survive this. Need to press on my.
Is he about to hide or what? No, that's pretty close, yeah. There's Kawartha, like, in the grocery stores here, too. Just to follow up what you were asking a couple weeks ago. Like, last week. I see it at Farm Boy. I see it at Farm Boy. It's popular in PEI, too. What's going on here? Why didn't I spot him? The legendary action is he has a huge thing he can do whenever we kill one of his dudes, right? That was kind of fucked up. I was just in the slightly wrong place. Yeah, Kawartha's great. They have really clean flavors. Okay, so I gotta get to the kid. There's a lot of damage there. Am I still hidden?
We'll do it my way. Step quick.
Should have used his invisibility.
I'm ready.
This is implying we need to spread out.
This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
Why can't I use counterspell? Spooky.
Very well.
What is my goal here? Isn't it to find him? Yikes. Nice dodge.
I'm ready. Yes, here.
So why can't I see him?
Concentrate. On my way.
The blade will not bend.
This feels good.
I thought I was supposed to just talk to him and this would end. It seems like I actually have to beat this battle.
Outmaneuver them.
What's the plan? Got to move.
There's no weaknesses. have been crit. It did more damage to her than she did to me. Will's in trouble here, though. Are these undead? Oh my god.
These boots have seen everything.
Why is Will down? What happened? I should turn this chat. I should turn that charm off. I think you can just do it every turn, right? Did he use the legendary action on me?
You are not allowed to die. Take you.
Time to kill.
No holding back.
Let's deal with this. Is this a fight or not? I have no Misty Steps left.
On my way.
It's a weird fight.
Let me strike true.
Hungry for the slaughter.
It's not terribly difficult.
I win! I always win in the end. You did better than most, though, so I'll let you go.
What happened here?
Here. Second prize. You'll need
I don't understand what happened there. Pass without trace. Okay. That's good. Okay, who still needs a ring slot?
Whatever comes, I'm ready. What am I to do?
Mind never quiet.
Okay, so this is done. Now I can open the chest. Does he care about this?
With pleasure.
Stuffed owlbear toy? When a foe saves a mental saving throw against one of your spells or actions, they gain mental fatigue for 2 turns. Okay.
A hero at heart.
My faith will guide me.
What to do? Seems like a good moment to talk.
I won fair and square. There's no point in playing again. I want a challenge. Go on, find someone else to play with.
Okay. So I'm going to take his stuffed owlbear toy. And hope that's enough thing that's going to help that remind that guy of where he goes. Where'd that go? Okay.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I can jump over there, but I don't think it's necessary. Is that the only way over there? Ooh, look at that big dude. Probably some other route I can get there. Alright, well, can I bring that back to Thaniel? To, sorry, the guy? Or is there something else I can loot around here?
Open up.
There's no loot here from the dudes.
I pity you.
Daniel and me
Is this the right thing to use?
climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Daniel's name. He must know more. We need
It's either this or the dad's axe. I should have taken both. Sounds like we could be looking for almost anything to wake him.
I'm afraid so, yes. Check his person. There might be something on him to help us get started.
House of Healing, right?
He keeps saying Daniel's name.
Alright. So it's not that bear. Now all I do is just take the kid's toy. Rude. A long rest. Took a lot out of me.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Must lug my guts through this hell.
We still have some spell slots. So I want to go straight through here.
Best be on my way.
And maybe left. Didn't they give me the, they gave me this too. Moon Lantern. 4 to 9 damage.
What am I to do?
So much better. It's not even close.
On I go.
All right, what now?
There's no time to waste.
This is not bestow. This is not remove curse. This is bestow curse. Where's remove curse? Okay.
Where am I?
I should probably sleep.
What's next, I wonder? I wonder what the next move is.
I can do better. I must.
Moving ahead.
What's this way?
Hells. The curse has torn open the ground itself. Maybe I need more pockets.
look around over here.
Let's get on with it.
What now? Go.
Alright, find the survival check, please.
My faith protects me. Let's try this way. That might be worth
There we go. Third time's a charm. Okay. Ray Scout's Journal. Shit in the air and shit in scouting costs. You dweller gotta find another way through the shadow cutter show, right? Shit in the air or whatever led this cutter into the abyss a lot better than you did. What was that? Gnomes, I killed you under the door. You can't be. I found your way through the curse shit in the air, the way through the shadow curse to let the curse go through you. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, we want to go up this way. Doesn't seem to be much around here. Hold on, actually. I'll go through this part later, because I know I have to go this way eventually.
Have to keep going.
Oh, this is how I get to that, the spiky creature, I think. Whoa. Everyone failed a perception check? That's not good. Am I about to get attacked? Shadow Curse Shambling Mound. Level 9? Jesus. Am I still 7? I'm 6, right? 6.5? Okay, let's not go up there till later. We haven't talked to Volo in a while. Don't expect there's anything new.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? Are you familiar with the process of theromorphosis?
Your stomach churns around and around. The bile within is unsettled. Each moment brings a new surge. Your companions sleep like blissful lumps of meat.
The gods fight over her. But is she truly that special? You could do so much better, my lord.
What do you want?
I am here to watch your moment of triumph, my loathly master. Your clever mind is penning tragedy as we speak. Your repressed urge yearns to kill. And kill you will. Tonight, the moment you close your eyes, your favorite person will be brutalized.
I didn't lay a finger on Isabel. I can control myself. This is so scary. Oh my god. I didn't lay a finger on Isabel. I can control myself.
It is precisely because you didn't touch her that you are insatiable. Your dark urge will have death, one way or another. Tonight. Ah, she was starting to trust you, the only one she ever has. Pity it's coming to an end.
We are indomitable together. You underestimate us.
You are wrong to consider another your equal.
I'm very tense right now.
It is my duty to ensure you are making the right decisions, Master. There was much disappointment at your reluctance to kill the little moon maiden. You could kill this one deliberately. I'm sure it will be considered a great show of goodwill. The tithe could still be yours.
I will save her whatever it takes.
I do not doubt you will act with a decorum befitting one of your rank. Good night.
Am I gonna wake up to her murdered?
Your companion rests blissfully, without a fear in the world.
Reach forward to shake her shoulder and wake her.
As your hand approaches her body, it wavers.
Oh, fuck.
It longs to close around her throat.
Oh my god. Really? Phew.
Oh. Has the mood struck you, love? I suppose
The
we could
mood
try
indeed has struck me.
If you think the others won't stir. Hold on, you look like you've had a shock. Something the matter?
You're in a lot of danger. We need to act fast. Does the third one lead to some sort of option where she has to leave? How do I navigate this? This is where Dark Urge is starting to get spooky. I like this a lot. A wicked wretch came to me in the night and told me something horrible. All these options seem fine. What's the best choice? You're in a lot of danger. We need to act fast.
All right, I'm awake. Tell me everything.
As you tell your story, fatigue fills your body. Your head swims with the worst headache you've known.
At least 3 or 4 of these options are fine. Fourth one. I'm going to kill the person I care most about you, unless you can stop me.
I suppose I'm flattered.
I need my team to tie me down.
I'd rather you'd trusted me sooner, given all we've been through already. Suddenly Alfira's death makes a lot more sense. We're going to figure this out.
Full transparency. Radical honesty.
We have to.
Relationship advice.
Suddenly you become drowsy. Your vision blurs and floods with yellow bile. And you faint in a dizzy blur.
Watch out.
You are not yourself. All
I'm tied up. Nice. Okay, good.
Keep calm.
Is the rest of my team here?
Breathe. Come back to me.
Resist and try to express understanding. Ooh. I have to hit a 13 or higher. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 8 out of 20. 5 times that's a 40% chance. Phew.
Easy. You're in control.
Doing my best here, man.
Bloodlust won't win tonight.
Your blood will clot for me like liquid rubies. Rawr. Try to express gratitude. Is this gonna be hard? Is this gonna be harder? Another 18. Can I get 2 here? My emotions are being manipulated by computer RNG.
You can thank me once the bloodlust subsides. Keep focused.
The night passes sick and sweaty.
The paladin has some good resistance to this. It makes it very, very interesting.
You once again inhabit your
Okay,
own
that was fucking sketchy. I'm on war with myself here. This is so cool. I hate it and love it.
I Are you back to yourself?
Where's my teammates?
Hells. Helfira didn't stand a chance. I think some more explaining is in order. Exactly what just came over you?
Confess everything. You've been fiercely fighting against your dark urge.
I'll help protect you. I promise. Seems I'll need to just to keep myself safe.
Sorry. Sorry, my bad. I have a drug problem. I promise I'll be the person you see in me. I'll try my best. Can I make this promise? It's fucking dice rolls.
We'll best this. Just think positively. Or at least don't think murderously.
Alright.
Besides, there's plenty of foes out there for you to vent your impulses.
Yeah, seriously. Let me just murder Ketherick. That was fucking spooky. I'm scared to do a long rest now.
Where am I needed?
I've got a long road ahead. Always at your side.
The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to.
I need
her
her to get some better looking armor.
Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
She must do? So what does this all
Lady Shah
mean?
wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Okay. That'll do for now. I'll explore some more lovemaking later. Okay, let's check this next area. So we're going... This is mostly covered. I think this way. Moonrise Towers is that way. Okay, we're going this way.
At the ready. The pride of the gate.
Never a dull moment.
The fuck? They hit her really hard. Okay, let me just review. What does he have that's... Characters who miss their attack rolls against the wearer must make a dexterity saving or take 1 to 4 radiant damage. They seem to have very little health, so it does seem to kill them. She always looks like someone killed her pet. Yeah, she's stressed at all times. She's very, very, like, super sincere. So this is another reason that having really high... I'm blinded. So I'm probably going to miss my cleave. Whose turn is it? This means that I should have as high an armor rating on him as I can.
Coming through.
Ready.
If I cleave here, I'm gonna miss because am I blinded? No. All right. Let's do the cleave. It's fine. That was crazy. That was a ton of fucking experience. Maybe it wasn't.
Wretched thing. Pull
Jesus.
yourself together.
Okay, nothing from those guys. So what just happened there? I clicked on the actual Raven. Help. Help, a darkness has rolled into Wraithwind, cutting us off on all sides. We sent people through, but no one can make it more than a few steps before. This letter is our last hope. Send help anyone from anywhere, I beg of you. I'll renounce our lady loss and kiss the moon maiden's feet if that's what it takes. Just don't let the darkness take us. Okay, that's a little spooky.
Something good here, I hope.
Time to see what new horrors waiting for us.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Nothing hurts anymore.
How can I move this? That Dark Urge moment was really creepy, man. Holy shit. You're on the verge of, like, the only person you like. But it seems like I got through it without doing saving throws. Like, I just basically was like the lines that I said. Which helps. Okay. Which way do I want to go first?
Still in control. Just.
That was fucking scary, man. I'm shook. Oh shit, watch out. We all failed the perception test. Again. Oh gee, I wonder if it's these guys.
Trust no one. Step lightly. Just like old times.
Alright, fellas.
If not over, then through.
Over here.
On the victor's path.
Do these things explode when killed? Yes. So I gotta go for ranged shots here. So I can't kill this one because he'll get blown up by it. There's a couple that are level 6. These fucking same guys again.
2 steps at a time.
This is a good Hunger of Hadar.
Can't give up. Not now.
Spread out the best you can. This says necrotic resistance, but this says ignores resistance. Shit, they're all out of sight. I went to the wrong place. Fuck. Oh, this wall's in the way. Shit. So effective, holy cow. Okay, I think I take the attack of opportunity to get to this guy's face. This guy attacks next, though. Just take the shot. God damn it. That doesn't work because I missed it. Well. This is a dumb move. Let's do it anyway. It's fine. Nice. Paladin. This is the most annoying thing about this being constricted is the disadvantage. So I think that's gonna really do. I don't want to be together.
Shall we dance? This should work.
Oh, chain reaction.
Battle favors the fearless.
So I have no actions here. I'm just gonna stay here. Move over here a bit.
Fast. Have to keep going.
Okay. What has happened? So this is missed a lot. So I guess maybe even if it ignores resistances, it still seems to affect your ability to hit with it.
Stand in my way.
Alright, time to take some damage here. Should I use 8 on myself? Not really necessary. Is there anything I can do to defend myself here that's useful? Not really. I could use shield to face on myself. One thing I kind of remember is that if I use her ability to heal myself, we all get bless. So it's not a bad way to start turns. I'm just gonna fucking smash these dudes. Okay. Did a lot. That's a lot of damage. What the fuck? That's so much damage. What the fuck, man?
What should I do?
Can you reach him to heal? Yeah, okay. He can heal himself.
lost my breath.
Battle favors the fearless.
Let's turn someone inside out. With pleasure.
I could probably use a new weapon on this guy soon. The crossbows are cool and all. I did 11 to him. The range on the needle burst is really big. How many acts in the game? 3. The first one is that like kind of summary area. And then you have 2 different methods of getting to Act 2. Act 2 is the Shadow Curse lands. And then Act 3 is Baldur's Gate and its environs. And then in Baldur's Gate, not only is there like the grand finale, but also there's like sort of, I mean, there's a ton of things. It's a huge city, but also there's like each character's sort of like finale. Kind of like in Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger or something, where like there's always like an end game individual questline ending for each person, usually with like a bonus item.
My faith will protect me.
%35%. What's happened? I hit him? Okay.
Moving.
Stay at my feet.
Ow.
Well, so much for peace.
Oh shit. I'm in the hunger. Mayday. Well, I don't get that loot, but Will, we can, yeah, we don't need that anymore. Well, I don't get the loot from that guy, but everything else is fine.
A welcome rest.
There's some pretty easy battles here that are pretty fun so far. But that Drider battle was insane. Holy shit. Can you open it, please? Thank you. Never mind. Little bipolar.
Let's get going.
Both ends of the spectrum. I wonder what loot I could have got from that guy if he was still alive. Or nothing too important, but he was the only good one. I didn't mean to blast him off the cliff there.
Everything is clear.
These things have stayed interesting. Have I been this way before?
North, Last Light Inn. South, Risen Road. West, Rythwin Town.
This is a dead path over here.
That might be worth a look.
A burlap sack. A key. And a rotten carrot. I wonder what the key is relevant for. There's like not a single number I can see here besides like 30 that would phase me. At best, it'd be like 2 rolls. See, 16 turned into 30 there, or 14 turned to 31.
Can't give up now.
Crazy. All that for 39 bucks? What is going on in this game? He Who Was, Shadarkai Gloomweaver. Burden of Time Aura. It's interesting.
Another step forward.
I think it's a funny feeling this is the end of the map. I can't go this way. I can. Okay, boys, you stay here. I'll be back.
Keep it together.
Give me a guidance.
My faith will guide me.
Some sort of weird thing has happened where since that Dark Urge thing, and like you have to confide in Shadowheart that they're gonna make you kill the person you most care for. I have like this like strong affection for her.
Night and shadow have claimed this place. Turn back.
So maybe this is how you get here from the Underdark. Dear Diary, well, it's another horrible day. Dad promised if I didn't like it in Wraithwind, we could leave, but here we are. I told him about 100 times or more that I want to go back to Elturel, but he said he promised his boss to stay until some project was done. Well, who cares about a boss? I want to go. He's ruining my life and doesn't even care. His boss is a man named Kittrick, and my dad said we're not allowed to be in this town as long as you don't... We're allowed to be in this town as long as we don't let on that we're not a Shar family. I just said I don't say much at school or with the other kids. I don't know what it really means to be a Shar family, or why we're not one. I don't care either. I just want to go back to Elturel. Any chance this is like Shadowheart? Where is this?
Can't slow down.
Skeletons. What is this? Okay. Bit of lore, I suppose. That guy is green, so we're probably fine. Plus we have all our spells. I guess we're going back this way.
No time to rest.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moon.
I've met few who can also commune with the dead.
And I have met few who stand so tall and fearless in the face of the unknown.
This guy's face is wild.
Be on your way, brave soul.
Albino raven? Ravens are some of my favorite birds on the planet. They're so beautiful. They're larger than crows and very glossy, and they have a heavier beak.
The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
I will always seek justice for the wronged.
Then you and I were fated to meet.
He's going to use me as a vessel?
This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends.
Is this the innkeeper's chest inside the Last Light Inn?
Promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her. And to this day, her victims lie unavenged.
Then we should seek revenge on her behalf.
You see it as I do. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her
I think that's
own
at the inn.
hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crime.
The trial for her crimes. Hardly a fair trial. You've already decided her guilt. Why?
My reasons are of no consequence.
I don't like that.
Your soul sparks with vengeance, with fury. This is your chance to torment a murderer, to make her suffer. Will you take it?
Haven't you ever heard of innocent until proven guilty, my dear friend? Trade. Kieran hair. Crystalline lens. Loth's candle. It's a malice potion. They never tell you. Whenever you like, on the screen where they say here's the potion you can make, they just tell you the fucking they just tell you like the flavor text. They don't tell you what it actually does. So annoying. Return at once. Can I read this? I want your things. Okay, where's the dialogue option? I will. What must I do?
I thank you. As to those who died by her words. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger.
This guy's voice is so slimy.
To me.
Find the ledger. All right, pal. Find the ledger. That guy's really far. What the? Okay. I'm gonna take this black oleander. It has been so long since I got a weapon upgrade for my main dude. It's heartbreaking. We were running around trying to find the borders of that blight. The ruins east of Last Light proved to be highly dangerous with deep biting shadows. Another suspicious one is that house on the hillock a little further on. It seems dark and empty, but voices come from there. One of the other stories to me that he heard a child's laughter and saw Githyanki warriors approach the house from a distance. Surely his imagination must be getting the better of him out here. These guys don't even have a name. Scroll of Fire Shield. It's pretty good. And a rotten banana. Okay. There's something over here about someone's corpse and a ring. There's a whole thing. Is it from the previous act? Indeed. And his health is very similar.
Not as bad as it could have.
Ellie May, my light, my hope, my joy.
Yeah, you can fast travel between these stars here. Where'd it go? You can fast travel between any of these stars here. Once you discover them for the first time.
This grave is a mess. Probably an animal's doing.
Time to press ahead. What's in here?
That might be worth a look.
Why do they give you so much rope? What can you do with it? Jet and Rose Pink dye. I've never actually dyed my camp clothes. I think you can do it to customize your camp look. Okay, this is back here. This looks sketchy.
I'll take that.
I'm ready.
Watch your back. This way.
A lot of times I can just probably just break these things open with my sword. That's another advantage of having a big two-handed weapon in this game, is it lets you break walls and doors and stuff that you couldn't do. Because they have like, a lot of the doors have like, I take no damage unless you do a certain amount, minimum. But I think Thieves' Tools, like... I think that it's either the Trap Disarm Kit or the Thieves' Tools. Like, you don't use them unless you break it. Something's gonna happen here. This is where the birdies were.
These boots have seen everything.
Everything. I want a new weapon. I would have to go into the Underdark and get the Susur Bark. I'd have to go to the Underdark and get the Susur Bark. I should go this way first, because I think this is closer to the edges of the map. This is a dead end, though. Night Orchid. Is this new? Guess not. So have you been playing more Lunar lately, or Oblivion? Also, how are your kitty cats? Okay, you can see the inn from here, which is cool. I should go to that place by the inn. My cat woke me up 5:15 this morning. Absolutely abominable behavior. And then when I send her outside, it stresses out Andrea. But I just trying to get back to sleep, and then it's just up for the day. More Oblivion, your cats are good. Nice. Unsent letter, a gate, tarnished pendant, and a bone. What's this say? I'm a goddamn genius. This curse has people liking it. A couple of idiots begged me to run back and grab their stuff, but the ring is my ticket to the city. The old man was desperate. You should have heard the sob story. Ellie Mae was his wife, love of his life, blah, blah. He used to camp by her grave. Kind of weird if you ask me. Anyway, she was buried with this family ring. It's deeper into the darkness. I'll grab it and be on my way too. Baldur's Gate better prepare itself, because with the two of us in the city, we'll ring every last copper to this place. Love you, Dandelion. See you soon. Did I get a ring?
I think I read that name on a tombstone.
But they said ring. Where do I get the ring? I remember this being something that confused me. I feel like I didn't complete this adequately last time. So what did I just pick up? I picked up a locket. And then the agate. Interesting. Yeah, she's supposed to go out in the morning. She gets restless. But she wants to go out during the hours. I don't want to let her out, which is like... She'd want, if ideally she would she'd go out from like 8 till 1 in the morning. It's too stressful. I don't want to wake up at like 12:30 at night when she meows at the door. So I try to get her to go during the day more, but she's like sleeping during the day. If I pick this up, am I gonna fight it? Why is this piggy here? If I leave, is this gonna come back at me? If I talk to it, does something happen? What's up this way? This is like the edge of the map.
Something good here, I hope.
What's the deal with this abandoned site?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Trust no
Damn it.
Intestines throb, blood whispers.
Well, no dirt mound for us. Can you just like choose to dig somewhere? Does that work? Where's my shovel? Is there better boots I can use? I almost never use these. Okay, so why can't I just start digging? Because I'm on rock? Or is it only like just the command you can use? Can't do it. Alright. Well, you win some, you lose some. Dead Druid's Journal. Let's take a peek here, shall we? A handwritten journal abandoned for some 50 years. It details a druid's attempt to learn more about the Shadow Curse. The entries grow shorter and more sporadic as time passes. Made good progress through the mountains. Seeing the curse for the first time filled me with an awe and a fear that is difficult to describe. No writing could have prepared me, nor any artist's rendition. As grave as the Archdruid Halsons were, they were still lacking compared to the reality. I shall make camp soon and press on in the morning, though in truth such terms have little meaning in this place. A dreadful night. The campfire needed thrice the wood that would normally be needed in order to keep it burning. Terrible sounds come to my ears from beyond the firelight. That's so scary, but the wood needing more... The fire needing more fuel to keep burning. So stressful in like non-technological times. Terrible sounds came to my ears from beyond the firelight. Rest has not restored me. If anything, I feel weaker, but I must persevere. I must trust in Sylvanas. I must venture deeper. Creatures from the darkness, foul thing. One grazed me. Only my torch saved me. Deep darkness. Flames are instantly doused. The wound stings. Flesh is turning black with corruption. The shadows are growing stronger. They are spreading. I need to return to light. The wood will not burn. I can barely see the page. I am surrounded.
Something to do with the Shadow Curse? I truly hope this blight.
I failed a nature test there. It's a shame. I failed a lot of tests. My guy's not the brightest dude. He's here for judicious killing. So I failed a survival check and a basic comprehension check.
What's hiding here?
Okay, so we didn't learn a whole lot here. Just some flavor text, essentially. I feel like a tuna sandwich. When I was a teenager, my parents had a bread maker. And we'd make bread. Like really, really good, just like high quality white bread. And then a tuna salad sandwich with like crunchy celery and mayonnaise. Pepper. Lettuce leaf. So good. Kind of crave that right now, but I only have cinnamon raisin bagels, and I have slices of baguette, which are small. So I guess I could do open-faced tuna salad sandwiches. I think I have tuna. I'm pretty sure I do. Andrea always like stocks up tinned fish. Or I could have sardines with it. But I think I'll make tuna sandwich with mayonnaise. I have a Dijon mayonnaise. I have celery, I believe. I do have celery. We always have celery. It lasts forever. I'll make tuna salad and put it on slices of the bread because I want to get used to the bread. I want to use the bread because there's only 4 slices left. It's like just the ends of it. It's been in the freezer for like a month. Okay. So it's a pretty big level. This turns into a whole area. So before I enter this building, I'll take my lunch break. I've already been streaming for 5.5 hours. Being off the gym has its advantages. Starting at like 9:30 instead of like 12 is nice. Tuna grosses you out? What about like actual like raw tuna, like sashimi style? I'm interested in the Underdark. So this is where you start if you go the other way. I mean, this would take me a lot of extra time to do the Underdark area. Maybe I'll look into what's there. The reason I didn't do the Underdark this time is because last time I did not do the Mountain Pass and only did the Underdark. So I'd like to have some variety of the playthrough without every single playthrough of the game being this like massive, thorough thing. So it's good to know the extent of the level. You can at least peep to see what it looks like. You don't like anything that comes out of the water? You don't like any fish, any shrimp? You don't like any fish, any shellfish?
Please.
Seaweed? Kelp? No, nothing? I've been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. True Soul Near will follow once the entrance is clear. When I saw a Reddit thing of like, what are the hardest fights of Act 1? The fight in here against that steel golem was up there. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find here that Kether cradled so long ago, now sealed by the curse? Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the absolute uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble, quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I'm not as experienced in this matter as I wish to be. I set up the explosive with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold with my blind or whether I've set things up correctly. Absolutely protect me. So this person set up vines, blew the door open, and killed themselves?
How many die
Gotta respect that.
How many die tomorrow?
So where is this going? This is where you meet Elminster. So this must be the end of Act 1, essentially. So you meet Elminster either way. Absolutist Expedition key.
Mind if I do?
There's no one here. Elminster is like here, if you go through this way. And this is the end. This is like the way you get down. The elevator to the Underdark. That's so crazy. There's a chest here with a trunk. This is... I'm probably maybe... I feel like that plaque is going to kill me if I step on it.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Did you like not eat seafood as a kid? Is that part? Do you think that's part of why? Nothing here. 4 potions and 3 torches. Useless. What's this do?
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful. We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss.
Okay, well, I'm not going to backtrack to the Underdark.
Faithful.
All right, calm down. Yeah, I don't know. I grew up in like along the Atlantic. I grew up in like along the coast in Atlantic Canada, so I didn't like those things as a kid. But like visiting in the summer when like the center of like mussel, oyster, and lobster roll, the capital of fucking Canada, you start to kind of appreciate it for sure. Like I lived in PEI for a summer a couple years back, and there's like a really good like fish market store near my house. And to be able to pick up a piece of salmon and like 4 oysters to have for dinner, oh my god, it was so satisfying. It was really, really fun. Anyway, I'm gonna save. I think this is a 1 save file, so I don't think I have to save before quitting, but I will do it. Alright, I'm gonna take my break now and go make my sandwich. I'm hungry. Okay, I'll be back soon.